and welcome to our next edition of Cooking with Michael.
And Candace.
That's right. We're here tonight, back, as always, every Saturday night for another great episode. First of all, thank you all who watched the Deviled Eggs episode last week. It was pretty spooky. Spooky. All right, those Deviled Eggs is about as close as we got to a Halloween episode. But thank you all for watching it. We appreciate it. And we're pretty much looking forward to another great episode. So let's just go ahead and get started. First of all, as always, we've got to thank Andrew Chapel Beer and Wine for my Pinot Grigio and her Sauvignon Blanc. Pretty soon, I'm going to get her to say Jeff Dunham and Peanut. When I say Sauvignon Blanc. That way I can keep asking him to be a part of the show. Okay, so thank you, Andrew. Always appreciate it. Always there for us. And of course, check out our website, cookingwithmichael.us, for all the latest videos and some pictures of some cool things and merchandise coming soon from Asset Creation. So we're really excited. So tonight's a little different. We talk about, having a great date night dinner. We talk about appetizers.
Tonight is for when your date is your family and friends and your kids.
Yeah.
It could be anybody. It's just somebody you want to spend quality time with. That's the whole point of the show.
You want to spend quality time with the kids?
Of course I do.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's the difference between mothers and fathers, apparently. But anyway, this is it's kind of a snacky kind of food, and you could eat it with your date night, or you can give it to your kids for snacks when they get home from school. He ate 4 of them when he got home from school when he was a kid.
But those were the ones that you got in the freezer section, and they're prepared.
And they cost your mom a heck of a lot more than it costs us to make these by hand.
Exactly, and not nearly as healthy, because they have all the preservatives and all that crap in there, and then they have shit.
Suspicious stuff that may or may not be carcinogenic. Who
Right.
knows?
So what we're doing tonight, if you haven't figured it out already, we're making Hot Pockets. Homemade Hot Pockets.
Hot Pocket.
Do it again.
I had to.
Do it again.
Hot Pocket.
I love it. Candace is singing.
No, I'm not.
She's still tree hugger.
That's not really singing.
That's close enough. Actually, that's about as close as she's going to get, because we do karaoke at Azteca in Germantown. Stop by for a free drink. I'm just kidding.
Don't make promises for other people.
Yeah, well, sorry, Sandra.
They're going to put it all on your tab.
Yeah, that's probably true, too. But anyway, she won't do karaoke, but she will sing on camera, apparently, so.
That wasn't singing. That was reciting a jingle. That's not the same thing at all.
We need a jingle for our website. You think you could sing for that?
No.
Okay. Anyway.
And you sure as hell won't be allowed to.
Oh, that's so true. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to just jump in and do the Hot Pockets. It's real simple, real easy. We start off with basically a can of biscuits. Those I won't mention the name, the brand name Pillsbury, because it's not sponsoring me. Pillsbury sponsor me. But we're using biscuits.
Yeah.
Now, we're using the grands this time, but you can either do the grands, which I like because it's bigger, a little more doughy, it's a little bigger.
It's fluffier.
Fluffier. Mm-hmm. Fluffy. Like Gabriel Iglesias, fluffy. Gabriel Iglesias, another person I want to watch the show. Anyway, okay, let's see how many people I can get to mention today.
Sue you for using their name to
Probably.
try to promote their show?
That too. Whatever works. So, no bad, those are things bad publicity. Anyway, so we're going to use the grands. There's 8 of them in there. A little bit of flour. We'll show you what we do. Some cheese, some sauce, and fillings. Now, the fillings...
Do we want to show them now?
I think we should show them now.
Okay.
So, go ahead.
So you can stuff them with really anything you want. You can stuff them with vegetables if you wanted to. Pepperoni and chicken is what we're going to be doing tonight for our 2 boys.
Vegetables?
You could. I think Alex would eat them with green beans.
Who puts a green bean in a Hot Pocket? Maybe some green peppers, maybe... Sorry. Facts. Okay. All right. So anyway, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started. We go ahead and we're going to open this up.
We're going to use the fun kind of biscuits because A, they're faster, but B, they're more fun when you open them.
Really? These you just pretty much open up.
And it's a nice quiet little instead of boom.
Although I did do this behind my son the other day and scared the hell out of him. It was actually a lot of fun.
Alex?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Not funny! It so was.
He's a jumpy little fucker.
Yeah, he is. All right, so just basically push and pop open. So, just like that, you get your 8 biscuits, okay? So what we're going to do now is we're going to take the first biscuit out. So put the cutting board on top of a towel. If you watched our episode a few weeks back with Marcus.
He taught us this awesome little trick of how to keep your cutting board. It also works for your bowls as well. How to keep it from spinning around, just put a towel underneath.
Yeah, so thank you, Marcus.
Awesome. I use it now every day.
Anyway, these are sticky. So you get a little bit of flour, okay? Just a little bit of flour on your cutting board. Then you just pop it on there. Take a rolling pin. Now you can use your hands, but however, when you use your hands, it doesn't get
longer.
Yeah, it doesn't get as big. It takes long. It doesn't taste longer. It takes longer. How much Pinot Grigio have I had? Anyway,
I think that's just baseline view.
Yeah, probably true. Facts.
Because he's from Pittsburgh. He doesn't know how to talk.
Everybody from Pittsburgh. Her name is Candace. Her email address is. All right, so I'm gonna take.
Come hate on me now.
That's right.
Y'all probably shaking your heads and going, that's true. Facts.
Okay. Take a little bit more of the flour, and you're gonna rub the.
You don't need to rub it in that kind of motion, but whatever gets it done.
That's what I say in a little. Anyway, so
back on task.
Sorry, and all we're gonna do is we're just going to roll it and spread it out. You want to roll it, make it look bigger. Can't get away from it. I'm sorry. It's not intentional.
Sure.
Surprisingly enough. Anyway, so as you see, show you. It doesn't take very long to do. So as you see, this is what it looks like. Okay. It's a biscuit. Starts like this. And finishes
like that.
Like this. Okay? So we'll take this. Now what we're going to do is take a little bit of sauce. Now remember, our sauce is for sale.
This is our sauce is for sale on the website.
That's right.
cookingwithmichael.us.
That's right. Take a little bit of the sauce. Okay? Homemade sauce. Again, it's good for pizza, pasta, and apparently Hot Pockets. We're just going to take a little bit. Okay? Because as you can see, it's not that big. I put a little bit in there. Okay? That's about it.
And if you overfill it, it's either going to split or pop open, and
Right.
you definitely don't want to deal with that.
Correct.
Because it's a huge mess.
Yes. Take a little bit of cheese. Now, if you're doing just cheese, which some people like, you're just going to add a little more cheese. I just put a little bit of cheese on there because we all know, and I know right, that's where it comes out. Right on the, if you look in the corner of the screen right now, you're going to see a little poo emoji, just so you know. Anyway, now we have choices. Now, like Candace said, we can do vegetables, we can do all different kinds of toppings. Alex, our youngest, likes chicken. Josh, our oldest boy, likes pepperoni. And Colleen, our oldest daughter, doesn't like me at all. So anyway, just kidding, honey, I know I love you too. I know she watches every week and then makes fun of me. So anyway, take a little bit of chicken.
That's the whole point.
Max. Take a little bit of chicken. Okay? That's all. Just a little bit of chicken. Again, you don't want to overstuff it. And then you take it and you fold it over. Okay? Now, you want to seal it. And make sure there's no cheese coming out of it, whatever. And you want to seal it. You push it down. Then, after you push it down and try and connect it, because it is dough, you take a fork.
And then, go ahead, you make it look like a white boy empanada.
Max. Yeah. Sorry, Nelly. And Chelsea. And
Everyone else.
Everyone else who's going to make fun about using the white boy empanada. But anyway, so you do this, and what it does is it actually seals up the dough a little better than just pushing it down, because what it's doing is it's actually crossing the two together.
Yeah, when you do it with your thumb, like I would, because, you know, this looks too fancy for me.
I would say.
You do it with your thumb, it just pops back open in the oven.
And you know what? They may still pop open. Some of them may pop open, and that's okay because they're still edible, but it's really kind of cool when they don't. So anyway, you lift one up, you lift it up like that, and you take it over, you grab your cookie sheet, and you put it right on the cookie sheet. And while you're doing this, make sure you preheat your oven to 375 degrees. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead, we're going to do all 8 of them, and then we'll show you what to do next. So Alex, our 6-year-old, was doing the rolling on one day when we were making these for dinner for the kids. He was so excited because he's like, this is really easy, which again is the whole point. Easy, quick, fun, either date night dinner or, you know, fun for your friends. Again.
Yeah, you could even have, you know, if you're teaching your kids how to cook, how to be more self-sufficient, you could actually have your kids put these together, depending on their age, you may or may not want to have them putting them in and taking them out of the oven, but they could absolutely put them together.
Right.
This does not take a lot of physical strength or coordination to do. I can't help it that I'm only 4'11".
Just the reason why it doesn't.
Sophia Petrillo.
It all comes back to Golden Girls in the show. Just remember that. If you do not have a rolling pin at home, you can use your hand to press it down, but again, it doesn't get it as flat. It's takes a little bit longer, a little bit harder. Really not intentionally doing this. And this is something that you can, in fact, once it's cooked, you can send it to school in their school lunch. It will be cold. But have you ever seen those Lunchables that they have, which are good for kids because it's all together. It's just not the healthiest in the world, and it's obviously too expensive. But they send you pizza sauce and everything, and it's always cold. And I mean, it's not going to make them sick or anything. So as long as this is cooked, it's the same kind of thing. So if they like it, you can send it to school. You can send it to work, take it to work with you, send it to work with your loved one, spouse, significant other, what have you. So anyway, so this is what they look like when they're all ready to go in the oven, okay? So you can see there's 8 of them.
And they're pretty.
And they're pretty. How much Sauvignon have you had?
8 pretty white boy empanadas.
How much Sauvignon have you had?
What was? Not even a full one, like this much. 75% of it, so 3/4 of this amount.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this in for 15 minutes on 375, and then we'll take them out. Again, as always, we say don't walk away because it could take a little bit less, a little bit more, depending on your oven, that kind of thing. But 15 minutes is a good rule of thumb, and usually when we do them, it takes about 15 minutes. So I'll go ahead and put them in, and then one other thing, let me put these in first. So, we talked about using the grands versus the non-grands. You can always get that pizza dough. We've seen the pizza dough they have in the rolls as well. The problem with that,
stickier,
and it tastes like calzones because it has a different flavor to it.
Yeah.
The dough has a different flavor to it. So, we're not making calzones. If you make calzones, which we'll probably do on a future episode,
calzones are great.
It's just not what we're doing here.
Right.
So, you use different type of dough, different type of flavor, things like that. So, anyway, they're in there. Oh, forgot to set a timer. I'll set a timer for 15 minutes. And then we'll come right back and we'll show you what they'll look like when they're all done. We'll be right back. Drink some Pinot Grigio and Sauvignon Blanc. And we're back. It's been 15 minutes. We're going to go ahead and take them out and show you what they look like. Now, a couple of them opened. Not much you can do about that. Holy fuck, it's hot. But that's what they look like. Okay? And I'm going to put it down because my hand's on fire. All right, so what we're going to do then is we're just going to go ahead and take one. And again, that's what it looks like. The white boy empanada. Or hot pocket, which is what I like to call them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the transparent girl try it.
It's too hot. We have to wait a few minutes for it to cool. I'm not going to burn myself.
You say fuck, it's hot.
No.
There will be the pot holders and oven mitt combination coming soon. For $15, you get 2 pot holders and an oven mitt. Cooking with Michael.
Fuck, it's hot.
Fuck, it's hot. That's right. That'll be up there soon. Probably, hopefully, the next couple of days. So.
Okay. Yeah, this is too hot. I've gotten nothing from the insides. I haven't gotten burnt yet.
We don't even know which one it is because the person who's putting them on the pan originally didn't actually put them in specific places. So we don't know if that's pepperoni or chicken or the combo because there's a combo one.
I still can't tell. It's chicken.
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 Cow. Anyway, fantastic.
Good. Next bite is yours.
All right.
The even hotter bite is yours.
Basically, she's saying it's too hot. Fuck, it's hot. Give it to me. Oh, that's good. All right. And that's it. A couple things. Make sure the chicken's cooked before you put it in the you put it in there.
Yeah.
Raw chicken will not cook all the way through inside the dough, so make sure you're using cooked chicken already. We like using the chicken tenderloins because
steam.
it's the little things that we enjoy. And if one person makes any comment about the little things that she likes, so 15 minutes cooking, about 10 minutes of prep time.
Yeah, if that.
If that, it's real easy. It's a quick fun for the kids, for the family, for your friends coming over, watching football, watching hockey, watching a movie, whatever. Or it's even fun for a good date night because again, whole idea, it generates conversation. It's a nice little date night dinner. And if you're making them for your date night, significant other, spouse, loved one, again, as I always say, you look like a food god. So anyway, as always, thank you for being here.
Yep.
Love it. Every week, Saturday night, 8 p.m. We'll see you next week for our next episode. Please make sure check out our website, cookingwithmichael.us, and watch us on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe, show all your friends and family. Thanks again. We love all you watching. Have a great night. See you next week, Saturday, 8 p.m. Cooking with Michael.
And Candace.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Fold it over. Push it down to get as close as you can before you do the fork.
And then you do the white man's empanada.
Okay. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm forking it. Chicken. Cow. Chicken.
We have no cow at the moment, but we do have chicken. Cow.
Thank you, Seth MacFarlane. Cucaracha.
No.
White boy empanada. Cucaracha.
No.